my name is Anthony Renna, and this is Strength Coach TV, where we go to some of the most successful facilities in the country from some of the world's top trainers. Today, we head up to Worcester, Mass, and Frank Nash Training Systems. This was part of the trip that I took with, if you saw episode 1 or episode 2, episode 1, I was in Old Lyme, Connecticut at UHAS Performance, and then I was up in Hudson, Mass, and I went to Cressy Performance, and this was all part of that trip. Went to see my friend Frank Nash. Funny thing is, this studio that you're about to see, Frank has moved since then, but you can check out his new facility at Frank Nash Training Systems on Facebook. He's got some great pictures. It's a really beautiful facility. But what you're going to notice is it's really a lot of the same concepts. Frank just took what he was doing here in, he's still in Worcester, but what he was doing in this facility and kind of expanded it because originally when he had changed over what he was doing and what you're going to see right now, and now he's basically doing the same thing but in a much bigger facility on a much bigger level. So great stuff coming from Frank. Frank, the one thing about Frank is a great attitude, and I think that's really where his success is. Besides the fact that he's really trying to make what he's doing a lot of fun. And very influenced. Thomas Plummer is is a guy that Frank has been consulting with. So if you follow any of the stuff that Thomas Plummer has done, Frank Nash is a really good example of what you can do with some of those concepts. A reminder, you can check us out at strengthcoachtv.com, or you can go to YouTube and subscribe at youtube.com/strengthcoachtv. So we're going up to Frank Nash Training Systems in Worcester, Mass. Hey, Anthony Renna from the Strength Coach Podcast and Strength and Conditioning Webinars.com. Continuing our tour of different facilities here on the Northeast. Today I'm here with Frank Nash from Frank Nash Training Systems. We're going to do a little tour of Frank's place. Beautiful place here in Worcester. And Frank's going to give us a tour of the place, maybe talk a little bit about some of the whys and what he did in the design of it. Just put a lot of money into it again. And so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk maybe about some of the challenges Frank's had. So Frank, why don't you take this over, and we'll do, just give us a tour. All right, good enough. You can hold that.
I'll just hold that.
And just talk to us about some of this stuff.
All right, Anthony, thanks for having me. Welcome to Frank Nash Training Systems. As you can see, when you walk into our facility, you know, it kind of looks very presentable. I spent a lot of money to obviously putting this stuff in. What I'm looking for is for when my members walk in to feel like their money is going right back into their program, into their gym, into their facility. And that is very important. If you're going to charge a certain amount, it better look like it, as far as I'm concerned. So when they come in, it has to look like they're being well taken care of. As you can see, you might want to pan down. We got hardwood floors. Is it necessary? No. But again, we're taking care of our customer here. That is important. At the front desk here, everyone's meted and greeted. There's always someone here, except for right now. Here's where everyone gets their pre-nutrition and post-nutrition. That's very important to us. Every person who comes here will leave with some sort of post-nutrition. That is important. That's part of their program. And I think that should be part of your program too.
Is that extra money?
That's extra money. And if you can do the math, we see about 300 to 400 appointments a week. Just multiply that by 4 or 5. That's extra revenue that you should be counting on. Everyone should be getting pre and post nutrition. Think about it. Over here, we have a little lounge area. I do want people to hang out here afterwards, to have a shake, to have some sort of post nutrition, to talk to each other about what their likes are, dislikes. And we have a little TV here too. Just hang out. Again, this is going to get them to really settle down, relax, and have some post-nutrition.
Frank, building like more of a community too?
That's right. That's right.
Kind of help?
One of my favorite lines ever is Frank, what's your mission statement? It's not to be the best fitness facility. It's my mission is to be the best part of your day, every day. This is an experience for them. This isn't a workout. It's an experience. Make them feel good. They can hang out here. Hey, they're paying the money. Let this be their home too. So this is our lounge area. We have a nice bar here set up with a bunch of stools. Again, I need people to hang out here before and afterwards. Very important, you need changing rooms. Down this hallway, we have some changing rooms. We have 2 changing rooms and a full bathroom with a full shower. That's important too. If you walk this way, now here's our full facility here. This is where all the magic and action takes place. When someone walks in, chances are their program is already set up through us. They've met with us, we screened them, and they're ready to rock and roll. If you just follow me here, here's where we do all their flexibility, mobility, stability work here. So they really just farm in here and they get to work. There's a coach with them at every step of the way. They'll do their foam rolling, their stick work, their lengthening, their stability. Any activations are done here. And again, there's a coach with them every step of the way. No one here is working on their own. That's important too. From here, it usually takes about 15, 20 minutes based on their individualized flexibility, mobility work. We'll send them over here. Again, based on their program, we'll do a little integrated flexibility work. I want to get them on their feet. They'll do a sweet lunge matrix just to get everything working well together. Now that everything is working properly, I hope. After that's done, I like power next. Power. Based on their ability, they usually work their way over here. Here's the wall of doom, I call it. So again, Dynamax balls, been on the market for a while. I love them because you can smack the hell out of them and make some serious noise. The best thing about the Dynamax balls, which I like, is the noise. It's very gratifying for your population.
Cool.
Let's see it.
Basically just right in here.
See, that's how it's done, but it should be done harder. Harder. Excellent.
He's motivating me already.
See that? So, and again, from here, we practice all their push power, their pull power, maybe a little hip extension power. Behind you, there's a bunch of kettlebells, dumbbells. There's also a squat rack there. We use the kettlebells mainly for just hip extension power. Snatches and really swings are maybe the only thing we really use. I really don't do too many crazy kettlebell things. Maybe a deadlift. The squat rack is just mainly for a couple people that come here who are beasts and like to throw the bar in their back, and myself. So after their power training, it's on to strength. We have, again, dumbbells, kettlebells, and when it comes to body weight stuff, we have every suspension contraption you can think of, whether it TRXs, the rope halos, those orange and black straps. Sorry, I forget the name of them. And these little hanging pulley things. Anthony, can you show me how that works there? Oh, it's okay. We get the monkey bars too. Everyone's a kid. Everybody wants to hang. Everybody wants to climb.
Cool.
Check this out. Usually I strap a 107-pound kettlebell to Anthony. He rips out 10 of them. And normally, within an hour, 10 minutes, after they finish their strength training, if it's available to them, if they can accept it, we'll do a little HIIT training at the end, whether it's an airdyne bike, the ropes, we'll do some slide board work, or we'll use a Versa climber in the corner. The goal here is just to kick the crap out of them, but keeping them safe, don't let them recover, and I want max effort again. After that, we'll finish with a little post flexibility. We'll go back to this pod down here. We'll do some foam rolling, whatever their needs are, do some lengthening afterwards. Hopefully they've cooled down enough where they're ready to have their post-nutrition, some sort of shake, which is appropriate for them and their goals.
Cool. Frank, talk to us about, I know, what's really been your biggest challenge, kind of, whether it be marketing or kind of getting people in here or keeping them in here. Talk to us about that, like as a facility owner, biggest challenge.
As a facility owner, probably the most difficult thing I've run into is getting the general population to understand what you do. They see too much of the Under Armour commercials. They see too much of The Biggest Loser, and they think that that's fitness or strength and conditioning. So when they come in here, and your goal is obviously to make them stronger and fitter, as safe as possible, they kind of get discouraged when you're not throwing medicine balls at them to begin with, or giving them a 107-pound kettlebell to swing. It's to keep them on point and get them to actually re-educate them about fitness or strength and conditioning to help them reach their goals. It's probably the most difficult. I feel like every day I'm just re-educating the population. That's the most difficult thing. And in turn, by taking that small time, leads to retention. And again, you got to retain. So if they're educated properly on what you're doing with them, they'll stay longer.
Awesome. You've done an amazing job here.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us come in.
Awesome.
Whether you're opening a small personal training studio or a major strength and conditioning facility, Perform Better's fitness facility design team will work with you from layout to installation to create the fitness facility design that best meets your needs and budget. Their team of facility design experts is dedicated to bringing you the best advice and equipment to help you and your teams perform better. Go to performbetter.com to fill out a facility design form, and one of their trained facility designers will contact you to get started on your fitness facility today. When I was opening up my studio, I used Perform Better, and I cannot recommend them highly enough. Go to performbetter.com.
All right, that's going to do it for episode 4 of Strength Coach TV. Thanks to Frank Nash and Frank Nash Training Systems for letting us come in and giving us a tour of his studio. A reminder, you can go to Frank Nash Training Systems on Facebook. Check out his new place. Got some great pictures up there. He's really done a great job with that. Reminder also, you can go to strengthcoachtv.com for episodes, or you can subscribe on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/strengthcoachtv. Next episode, we head up to Woburn, Mass, and Mike Boyle Strength and Conditioning. I was up there for the winter seminar, and Coach Boyle was kind enough to give us a tour and kind of go over what he's doing. And then in 2 episodes, I'm also going to have we're going to have to go up to BU, and Glenn Harris is going to give us a tour of the new Boston University weight room. So next time, Coach Boyle and Mike Boyle Strength and Conditioning. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time.